Today I will show you how to paint my signature transparent flowers in very easy, loose way. Hi friends, I'm Olga Koelsch, watercolor artist, teacher and a book author. Welcome to my studio. For today's lesson I picked up turquoise cobalt, one of the brightest colors from my paints. Sometimes we buy nice beautiful colors just because we like how they look and we don't know how to use them. Sometimes when you open your palette you can see that you often use this and that, and for example this one or this one look completely unused. So for today's lesson I recommend you to pick up one of your colors which you bought one day in a shopping spree and never used. The color doesn't matter for today's lesson. Ready for experiments? So let's start. For painting this kind of flowers, let's pick up the flower center. I already have my paint squeezed. I just soften it, grab a little bit in one of the sections, and then I will dilute it a lot with my brush. We need to create super watery mix, more water than paint. It's not acrylic, it's not gouache, we need water because it's water and color. Water is on the first place. Without any drawing, without overthinking, let's paint first petal. I create some nice shape just with the tip of the brush, and then I move all these outlines inside of the petal. This is very transparent. This is how it should feel. Very, very light, very, very light on the paper. And now let's paint immediately another petal which will not overlap with this one. Shapes are not important, just improvising. Today we are improvising and having fun, and let's see what we will get. Firstly, I like to create this outline, and then I just soften everything, bring everything into the middle, I can grab a little bit of bolder mix, same paint, and add a couple of details, couple of bolder brush strokes around. Just a little bit, no need to outline everything, but some nice beautiful accents, they will make it sparkle. Something like this. For next layers, we need to dry this. Once these two petals are completely dry, we can start to layering, and I can place another petal just on the top of these ones. I create a nice curvy shape with the tip of my brush, and then basically with water. I washed my brush and I have a lot of water in the body of the brush. So I try to bring down all these beautiful diluted mix just in the middle of the petal. Paper in my sketchbook, it is 100% cotton paper, which is very friendly for painting in layers. Therefore, I think we can make it today very nicely. And again, let's grab a little bit, just with very tip of the brush, you can grab a little bit bold mix. If you paint from pens, you can just touch your paints and pens for that purpose and have a look around. Maybe you would like to add a little bit of crispiness to one of the sides, like this. It's nice when you add details with some variety. Don't be too symmetrical. Don't repeat yourself. And again, we are going to dry this petal as well. Another layer, another petal. Let's imagine the petal will go around like this. Will be interestingly shaped. Maybe it will look a little bit downside. Then I wash my brush, and again I just bring this very, very light turquoise mix down to the flower center. That's our main point. We always have to keep in mind where is our flower center, even if it is an imaginary flower. Again, I will grab a little bit of bold mix. This time I would like to add boldness to the center, and also right here it feels a little bit too vanished, one layer in the other one. So with my extra bold outline, I will help this petal to show up more, so to say. You can add a little bit bolder brush strokes, or just very, very delicate one, just with the tip of the brush. That can be a little bit different, more narrow, for example, this time. Same principle, I use my brush, I'm sliding my brush very carefully on the top of the previous layers. So I don't apply any pressure on the brush when I paint over other petals. Now I use tip of my brush to grab bold mix, and I definitely would like to emphasize this middle part. You see, once we add in this crispy outline, it gets more and more layered, more and more intricate. You can apply a little bit more pressure on your brush, create bolder brush stroke, or just a couple of dots here and there. Now let's dry everything again. The more we move towards the front of the flower, the smaller are getting petals, and the more brighter we can use our paints. I will make a little bit brighter mix, and I think how I will organize my petal, I think it will be somewhere really on the front, like this, and like this. Try to align lines of petals differently, so they are not touching, they're not following the same direction as previous petals. So always shift them around. And then I just smooth this outline with my clean brush full of water. Basically, I paint an outline and then I soften this outline. Try to avoid petals being on the same line. Therefore, I would like to move this one slightly down. I don't like so much this area, so I just add a little bit more of bold paints in it, and that will look like I did it by plan. So now let's dry it again. I think it looks already good, but what about one more last petal? I'm also very curious to see how this paper will work with a lot of layers, and so far it works pretty nice. I want to make a nice, beautiful shaped petal, maybe even looking down slightly like this. Then I repeat the same approach as we did before, softening the outlines. One little thing, I don't like that it is basically a straight line, so I want to this side of the petal a little bit up. That will create some dynamic. I can bring a little bit more of darkness and contrast in the middle of the flower. Basically, I just add a little bit more of bold paints and I let my watercolor find its way. I can help a little bit with the tip of my brush. And once it dry, we can add a stem. You can add a stem just with a pencil. I very much like to use gel pens for that. Find the center of the flower where everything started. And you can also do it in different ways, straight line. I like to add some zigzag moves to that to make it fun, like this. And now our transparent flower is ready. Thank you so much for painting with me. I hope you enjoyed the process. I'm looking forward to know what would you like to paint next. And see you soon. Bye bye.